Hey guys, so let me get situated. So I was just going to do a quick video just to update you on my progress on little Josie. She actually just finished a layer in the oven. So I'll just take that off. There. I'm actually going to go ahead and open this window just so it ventilates the smell of the vinyl in the oven. Alright, so she's very hot at the moment. She just ticked. She just dinged that she was done. So I just got through. I have two layers of baby skin on her. I have her veins, but they're really not that noticeable. They're very, very, very subtle. I have like 3 layers of warm blush. I did 2 last night, but when I did the one today, I mixed a little bit of the lip blush and nail color in with the warm blush. So I use these 2 colors, and it actually worked out. I only had to do 1 layer, and it actually showed up that time. So I did that, and then I did 1 layer so far of blushing on the hands, feet, and her lips, and her cheeks, and all that good stuff. She's a little warm, so I'm grabbing her with tongs here. You can see how much more flexible she is when they... Alright, better example, honestly. I'm sorry guys, it is very windy outside, which is the last thing we need. Gatlinburg is on fire. It's been evacuated for a day now, and it's pretty much going to burn down before this whole thing is said and done. So anywho, flexibility. After they come out of the oven, I mean, like, I can literally just bend here. I can bend that right in half. Like, they're just, it's like silicone almost, like a real hard silicone. I love it. Anywho, I'm going to try and show you her feet without burning my hands off because she's very hot at the moment. I've got a couple, whew, it's very hot, very warm. I have a couple layers of blush on her feet. You guys can't really tell for whatever reason. I'm going to try to get a little better in the light. You can see a little bit of the redness now. It's on the whole foot. So I'm actually going to just do, once she cools off a little bit, obviously I don't want to do it while it's super, super hot, but I blushed her little face, and you can see that she's got mottling on her now. So the mottling on her is done. I might do a purple layer of mottling, I'm not sure. That just depends. So I guess the next step, since, let's see, I'm already on 4, so 5. That's going to be the eyelid purple. I guess I use that for creasing. I'm not exactly sure. Typically I like to use a darker, a brownish color, so I'm probably going to do warm blush and baby skin, and then a tiny little bit of the lip blush and nail. Or maybe even a little bit, instead of the eyelid purple, use the brow brown, maybe. Haven't decided that quite yet. I know for a fact I'm not painting her eyebrows on her, so. And then I guess just to seal her with matte varnish, I guess you mix this with thinning medium, not quite sure, but I have thinning medium anyways. I apologize if my door slams, because it probably will. The air is just circulating through my house at the moment. But yeah, I have the thinning medium here, which is really greasy. Really gross. Anyway, told you it would slam. Anyway, I'm going to do her lips, another layer, probably 2 layers, I don't know. And then I'm going to start on her nails also. Just because her lips aren't dark enough yet for me. I typically like to have darker baby lips, but you know. And she's not cooled off completely yet, so she's still a little bit warm, but that's okay. Still serve the same purpose. And then I'm just gonna take a cosmetic wedge because this is what likes to happen in her lips, all those little red lines. So then I'm just gonna take and pounce those out the best I can, because I don't like those. I don't like those in there. That's not something that ever, it's not supposed to be. So but you know, I mean, I guess it's okay if they're in there just because it gives the baby's lip just a tad bit more definition, if you will. And of course her little lump, I need a smaller brush to paint her lips with at the moment. And the thing about Genesis paint I've noticed is you have to constantly stir it. Like, you can't leave it, you can't just dip and paint, dip and paint. No, you have to stir it, dip it, paint it. So that's enough about that. You just don't want it to stick in there so long. And that's honestly probably dark enough for her lip. That's fairly dark for me. It's dark enough, you know. And it's already starting to set very nicely because her vinyl is already heated a little, so I just like to do a tiny bit with the brush at a time. I don't really use too big of a brush, I just use a smaller brush. But you know, even this, see, it is just a little bit bigger still, so. And you just want to get an even coat on the lips without fuzz. Okay. So then we're just going to pounce off a little bit, because I feel those are perfect. Perfect little baby lips. And what I'm also going to do is I'm going to just take a dry brush and just try to pounce in those creases of her lip. And then there's her little lips. So those are really cute. I am going to do one more blushing layer on her cheeks, I do believe, just because I like blush babies. That's just a preference, however. You don't have to do more than one layer if you don't want to. I did quite a few layers on the feet. And I'm probably going to do just a couple more just because I don't like them. They're still not dark enough for me. And I'm probably going to do a little blushing on the knees and elbows too. So, since I've got you guys here, I might as well just show you how I do that. I'm acting like I'm some sort of professional. I am not professional by any means whatsoever. So, you know, if something goes wrong, you know, I mean, this is just how I do it. This works for me. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to work for you, but it just does for me. That's, yeah. So, Anyway, I'm going to take my cosmetic sponge that's already colored. Okay. I'm going to, and this is why this is why they say you have to stir it so much. Because if you can see around, it's very gritty, and it'll actually it's starting to get gritty right here. You just need to stir it constantly for it to keep its consistency. So yeah, just stir constantly. Keep your consistency. Just dab a little bit on with my brush, and then I'm just going to take and pounce at her little cheeks in random, and then I'm going to take a drier cosmetic wedge to blend it, because we don't want it to not blend correctly. And then you can see the difference from this cheek and this cheek. So that's a perfect blend layer for me, I feel. So then you're just going to take your already wet cosmetic sponge, pounce our little cheek out, okay? And then again with the dry sponge, you're just going to go ahead and go in there and blend all together. You might even have to rub just a tad just to make sure that you've got it blended correctly. I love Genesis paints already. I mean, I've never had, oh man, it's never turned out perfect for me the first time. And I feel like this baby will. Also, you can't go and paint a baby with, you know, one pair of eyes. And what I mean by that is you can't paint the baby in one day, because if you do, you're only going to see your baby with one pair of eyes, and when you do that, you don't realize mistakes and you look over them numerous times, and when you do that, then you just end up having to repaint it. And I don't know about the process of peeling Genesis paint, or stripping it I mean, but don't imagine that it's too easy considering that it's baked to seal. So I'm gonna wipe off what little bit I got on the outside where I didn't want it, and then I'm just gonna pounce it in on her little nose, and her little nose is just the cutest thing ever. So then there is her little actually, I just want a little bit more blushing right there. Perfect. Okay. So then there's her little face. It's nice and blushed. And once I do creasing on her, of course, she'll become more lifelike, and, you know, you'll be able to see all of that. I'm also going to blush her chin just a tad, and she doesn't have a very big chin. It's very, very tiny. So I'm just going to take and just kind of like you're doing capillaries on their eyeballs. Just, and then you're just going to pounce that out with your drier sponge to blend it and make sure that it doesn't look painted, because you don't want a painted look. You want a natural blush look on your baby. So okay, so there's her little chin, and her whole entire face is now blushed. I'm trying to get it in good light so you guys can see, but you guys can see the difference in her nose. And it's just blended perfectly. I mean, it doesn't look like it on camera, I know, but it really is blended perfect. So for the eyelid purple, what I'm going to actually do to use that, put the lid back on so I can continue to trap the heat in the oven. For eyelid purple, I'm going to use that to do with a little bit of blush red. I'm going to do capillaries. Sorry, I've been watching a lot of Nikki Holland lately. I'm going to do capillaries on her face, and a stork bite, because I feel like the stork bite on babies are just so cute. You just want to blend, blend, blend. So just pounce away. I don't know why they use this for the nail color. It's very pink. Very, very pink, actually. I'm just not really a, I don't know. I'm gonna have to come up with my own little concoction for lips or the nails and stuff. So, there's the foot. I just put a little bit of extra blushing on. It looks a little more realistic now compared to this one, which doesn't have the heel and the top of the foot blushed. So I blushed the heel a little more. I blushed the toes more, and then I blushed this part of her. So I left this part, and of course this whole, just basically this whole middle piece. I just left that, I left that go and didn't blush that at all for a second time. And the little things about her feet, her toenails are very, very cute. But anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up because my phone is about to die and I don't want the video to stop in an awkward place. So please like, subscribe, comment to all my videos, and I will be posting a video of her when she is done, which I don't know when that'll be, but it should be soon, probably within the next couple days. So thank you guys for watching, and like, subscribe, comment, share. Love your feedback. Love you guys. Bye.